In this video, we shall explore the process of installing Blender on your machine, as well as installing and enabling the AMBF add-on. First, you can go ahead and download Blender from its website. As you can see on this website, the latest version of Blender is 2.83. AMBF add-on supports this version, Blender 2.82, 2.81, and 2.79. We also plan on supporting the future versions of Blender. Let's go ahead and download Blender to our system. While it is downloading, we can head over to the AMBF add-ons GitHub webpage. If you click on the branch button, you shall see the various branches. For example, the Blender 2.8x branch is meant to support all the subversions of Blender 2.8. And the Blender 2.79 branch supports Blender 2.79. Alright, let's clone this branch in our downloads folder. Meanwhile, Blender has finished downloading. We can extract the downloaded tar file. There is one more step that we need to take care of before installing the AMBF add-on inside Blender. This is an important step. The AMBF add-on relies on an external package called py-yaml to parse the YAML-based ADF files. You may have py-yaml package already installed in your system Python packages. However, Blender comes with its own Python interpreter, which is shielded from the system packages and vice versa. We can force Blender to use the system Python interpreter, but that is overcomplicating the issue. Instead, we shall install our required packages to the side packages of the Blender Python's interpreter. This also requires us to first install a package manager or pip for the specific Python interpreter. Let's do that now. Head over to the extracted Blender folder. Depending upon what version of Blender we have downloaded, the folder names may vary. In this case, since we downloaded Blender 2.83, we can head inside the 2.83 folder. Let's go to the Python folder now, and let's go to the bin folder now. If we list the files in this folder, we shall see that the Python interpreter resides here. Pip can be installed by typing the following command. Make sure to include the / before the Python command, as we want to install pip for this Python interpreter. We can list the folder contents again to see that we have the pip files in this folder now. We can use any of these pip executables to install py-yaml. Let's do that by typing the following command. Just so you know, we only have to do this step once after we have downloaded Blender. When this is done, we can open Blender from our terminal by going to the root of the extracted Blender package and typing the following command. You do not need to run Blender from your terminal, as you can also double-click the Blender executable. However, running from the terminal lets us see the debug output of scripts that we run inside Blender. Now this is the default Blender scene. There are a couple of different ways on how we can install the AMBF add-on. The first way is to go to the Edit menu, click on Preferences, click on Add-ons, click this Install button, and look for the AMBF add-on Python file. Click Install, and then search for the AMBF add-on. If this box is unchecked, you can simply check it. If you do not see any error pop up, this means that we have successfully installed and enabled the AMBF add-on. The second way to install the AMBF add-on is to click the Scripting tab in the Scene menu. Now click Open and find the Python file that belongs to the AMBF add-on. Click Open Text, and to enable this add-on, you can click this play button. Again, if no errors pop up, it means that we have successfully installed the add-on. Now we can head back to the Layout tab. To show the AMBF add-on panel, or simply the AMBF panel, you can drag this arrow towards your left. Now you can click on the AMBF tab, and this panel is called the AMBF panel or the AMBF add-on panel. To show this panel, you can also use the N key on your keyboard. By pressing once, you can hide the panel, and by pressing again, you can unhide the panel. This last step of installing the AMBF add-on needs to be performed every time you open Blender. However, if you do not like to reinstall the add-on, you can install the add-on using the first method, then click File, click Defaults, and click the Save Startup file, and then click Accept. This will now load the AMBF add-on every time you run Blender. Thanks for watching.